Hi everyone, it's Isabel here. I've got a quiet house and I've just had a delivery of a deck that I saw on a couple of channels recently. It's not a brand new one to everyone, just new to me. And then I saw it at bargain price and decided I'd quite like to get it as something different for my collection. So this is the Affirmators Tarot. Now, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I think it was on Lisa Papez's channel and she was talking about it, and the more I saw of it, the more I realised that it was speaking to me. So I was just pootling on the internet and found a local store, well, a store in the UK who had it in a sale. So for less than £10 I got hold of this deck and it arrived today. Excuse me. So this Affirmators Tarot says, for magical guidance from the universe to help you help yourself without the self-helpiness. What I love is on the side it says, some reflection required, epiphanies not included. Warning, may result in profound personal revelations. Wiser than friends, cheaper than therapy. Magical guidance from your spirit therapists. And I just think that's really sweet. So let's have a look inside and see what we've got. The box is a beautiful texture. It's a bit linen-y, but it's really smooth. It's got a lovely opening, beautiful colours, absolutely love the colours, and a ribbon to help me get it out. Now, I did have a quick peek earlier and I've managed to put it back in the box with the book at the bottom, which obviously was not the right thing to do, and forgot to put the ribbon underneath. Not helpful. So it comes with a little book, and although it's only a small book, the cover is in a beautiful green colour. The writing inside is actually also in a green colour. And for each of the cards you get a short description and then you get a little affirmation. And I think that's really nice, especially if you're going to do maybe a one card pull. I'm quite early in my tarot journey, so for me I quite often will just pull one card. So to be able to pull a card and just have a single line. So for example, for those of you that follow the Hermit's Cave, this week we've been looking at the Chariot card. So I had a look at this. Chariot shows us the constant tug of war between our conscious selves and our AD-based drives. It encourages development of a healthy ego. That is to say, a sense of who you are and what you want in life. But it definitely wags a finger at an ego that tips into arrogance or self-righteousness. And it cautions against letting our subconscious urges get the best of us. Like a charioteer reining in two horses, we can harness our destinies and ride towards them with ease, as long as we maintain balance and awareness. Look out, Spartacus. Then it says, I know what I want and I know what's best for myself, which means that sometimes I have to play bad cop with myself, moustache not included, but heavily encouraged. And I just think that's really sweet little description. It's quite simple and it speaks to me. So I think I'm going to really enjoy looking at the descriptions in this book. It does have a little bit of an introduction at the start about tarot and about spreads. No specific spreads, but you know, I just quite like the fact it's very simple. And it's got this little sort of cotton thread binding. So the cards themselves are beautiful backs if you haven't seen these before. They've got the pentacles, the wands, the swords and the cups. They are reversible, so you've got a wand and a sword. And although they say Affirmators Tarot on, they do say it on both, so they are reversible. The light's catching the gorgeous gold. They've got probably a linen-y feel. They're not smooth, they're not glossy. Very matte, they've got a texture to them as well, so I really like that. So I'm just going to find the full so we can start at the beginning and have a look at some of these cards today. It's going to be really interesting to read. So all of these I think are animals, and I just love the fact that it's very simple, but it incorporates some of the symbolism. You've got your dog, you've got some feathers, you've got the bag. So you've got a funky flamingo heading off into the distance. I think there's even a little hat there actually in the top. These little side pieces, little colours are really nice as well. I do like a borderless card myself. a magician. So there you've got some of the elements of the traditional card. I absolutely love this High Priestess look, winking at us. That's really cool. Oh, beautiful Empress there. Got the Emperor. The Hierophant. The Lovers. That's really sweet. The Chariot. Strength. I love my lion. Isn't that a cute lion with his crown, his fiery crown there? The Hermit. The Hermit Crab. I love this picture. Wheel of Fortune. Justice with the bat and the scales. The Hanged Man. That's funny. Now, interestingly, Death is the human skeleton, which is the one card where that seems to appear. So that's intriguing that they've chosen to keep that as the symbol there. Got Temperance. The Devil. Not too scary, that one. The Tower. Oops. Oh, that star's really sweet. Some of the cards are very playful, but actually some of them, when you then start to look at them, although they're a bit like Lenormand where you can see it is a sun, can't argue with that. Some of them then have quite a serious element to them as well. Ah, now there's another human figure in that one. And then we go into cups. Now before I show you these, let me just show you that what they've done is for each suit you've got a specific colour. So you've got your orange ones, your yellow swords, green pentacles, and blue for cups, although this top card's a little bit on the green side. So that's really cool. Although I have to say, you can sort of see those colours when they're on the side. So, you know, actually it's not too bad, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But you don't want too many distinguishing features that draw you in. So obviously you've got your suits. They are drawn with animals and elements of the different court cards, the minor arcana. So, you know, you'll get some of the understanding from there. The cups on the narwhal. Jellyfish and the Ten of Cups. We've got a lobster for the Page of Cups, penguin for the Knight of Cups, mermaid, and a nice big whale. What's interesting actually is that looking through all those, yeah, they seem to have matched this. So all of these in the cups, which are obviously water-based creatures and animals. And then when you look across to sort of the different groups of animals that they're using, I think they've got some kind of similarities and things to their elements and that sort of thing. So I'm not going to focus on these too much now. It was just a quick flip through really. Now that I've had this. Oh look, Five of Pentacles, his pocket's empty. That's really sweet. Very generous Six of Pentacles there. So keeping elements of the understanding of the cards. As I say, I am still learning, so it's going to be interesting to see what I see in these cards as we move forward and how they compare to some of the other sets. I'm really liking them though for a playful side. I like this. They use the swords as a side, and then all the swords in the picture have got different colours on, so you can distinguish them. Oh, I like that one. I'd have that on my wall. Still got your boat there. Trapped, surrounded, sense, despair. So bringing those elements in. Gorilla. Gorilla in a dress. These all are slightly hotter, from hotter climates actually. Interestingly. Poor zebra, off he goes, running a race. It's going to be really interesting to read each of these cards and to start doing some readings with them. So I've got some Everyday Witch minis here, and this morning I did a little reading about overwhelm, and as it happens the King of Wands was my choice of card, so I can start to compare some of these because it's a very different portrayal, you know, and try to work out what they've incorporated. Some of them you can see very much the elements of the cards that you know and love, but with others, you know, it's like the growth here and the generosity here in the Six of Pentacles. With others it's going to take a bit longer to match, but I think this is going to be a really nice set to complement my small collection. Love the colours, really pleased with that. There's a real chunk of a deck actually because they're such substantial cards. I'm not a great riffle shuffler, she says, bending one of the cards in the process. They're not very flexible, so I don't think they're gonna, I think they're gonna be easier. They're quite big cards actually, so it's, yeah, quite big cards. I do find shuffling a challenge sometimes with bigger cards, but alright. So there we go, we end on our gorilla in his dress, the King of Swords. So that's the Affirmators Tarot. So do take a look. As I say, I happened to pick it up because it was on a good offer in a shop in the UK. It's a nice little deck if you like something playful. And I know Lisa does a really good, she's just done a tarot by the book with this one, which is another reason I saw it again and picked it up. So I hope you like that, folks. Until the next time, take care.